You mentioned, absorbing the Avance fleet, and just to take you a couple of years back, because I think maybe this story sort of exemplifies, the unique part of the shipping industry, because when you led Avance Gas and then you decided to leave, and then fast forward a couple of years, you end up buying the fleet to your company. Do you feel like that story just like exemplifies shipping, that you meet again, but you don't know when or in what context, or? Did you see that, or did you see it happening?
No, it wasn't. There wasn't kind of a big master plan behind this. So it's like you say, it's string of coincidence, which and timing, obviously, which was quite unique in a way. But of course, it's in hindsight, it's a fun story. But it is because of coincidence and opportunities which you suddenly are presented with. So there wasn't kind of a big plan behind that or in any way. But it should be said that there had been talks, my predecessor, Anders Vonheim, had also, loosely discussed this, let's say, opportunity with Avance back in the day. So it wasn't kind of entirely new concept before I came in. So it was, but suddenly the stars were aligned, and that's when it's important to move quickly and make sure that you can, capture that opportunity and actually strike a deal when the window of opportunity is there.
How easy is it to structure a deal that is quite big in size, money terms? Is it a fairly simple process, or is it, quite intense to actually get it over the line in the speed you want to and execute it?
I think you have basically two ways of acquiring a fleet like that. You can either acquire the company or you can acquire the assets. And when we started, Øystein Kalleklev and I started looking at this, I think it took like one day and we realized, okay, that to go down that avenue where you acquire the company is a very tedious process with a lot of traps, and you have legislation in Bermuda and Singapore, Oslo. And then we quickly realized that because we needed to act with speed. And to do that, it's much easier to focus on the assets. And in shipping, it's a very standardized process buying a ship, and it's not really anything different if you buy one ship or 6 or 7 or 12 ships. It's the same standard contracts, the same process you go through, the sequence of payments and so on. And that obviously simplified it to the extent that we could move very fast as soon as we had agreed on the price. And there was one thing which is also very important when you want to move quickly, and that is the importance of trust. And obviously, since I knew Øystein very well, I knew the ships. I mean, I also, when I was a shipbroker, I knew the ships from the actually I was at the name-giving ceremony even back in the 2014-15, whenever it was, and so you have that element of trust which allows you to move very quickly if necessary. And then in the BW system, we also have great support from the major shareholder Andreas Sommenpau, who has a lot of trading, transaction experience, and also the financial muscle to actually move, which allows you to move quickly when necessary. So, for instance, he came up with the proposal of a bridging loan because the other alternative is to go to the banks and you have to go through all these credit committees and await the debt on the vessels. But with a bridging loan from BW Group, you just eliminated that hurdle. I could move very fast on the back of that. So of course we have a very supportive major shareholder who allows us to move with speed, and we also have the capacity in the BW system, because it's a system where you can mobilize a lot of hands on deck if needed, and that's what you typically need to make such a transaction successful, because you know there are lots of elements of such a transaction which you need to be aware of and think about. So this is a team effort. And I think the BW system has an amazing ability to mobilize the right resources at the right point in time.
Yeah.